So it's Friday afternoon here, sun is setting behind the hills, and it's a lovely afternoon and a nice day. The wind subsided again. I just want to let you update you on this. Is the first horseshoe garden pit, uh, which is actually kind of ready to go. I need to figure out what about to do about the drip irrigation, but the caps on the top are sitting there. Probably going to put them in the same configuration here rather than wider. It's just going to be much easier and it's going to be done. It doesn't have to look like the other two. It doesn't have to have the lip because these are just very different looking anyhow. And so this one's done. Excuse me, this is the other one. That's all ready, and I did the same thing. I just used regular mortar, then painted it dark so it looks like it's colored. Faked it out. Hopefully it'll last. Anyhow, the biggie thingy here is I finally got some plants into the stone tree ring. It's actually a ring, and with a tree in it. And I'm lucky that this is the ones these against this wall here. It gets morning sun, but not direct afternoon sun. So this is good for more delicate things like these succulents, which really don't do real in direct full sun all day long, and they look kind of special, and they are special. And I'll probably do some more coleus here. These are a couple coleus. These are purple and green, featherleaf fern, and that's a sword fern. Another coleus here, starting to make some sense finally after so long of having just craziness back here and empty and everything. So I am happy with that. There's a couple new succulents I put way out there with those tall grassy looking things, which are really African African orchids. Yeah. Yep. So they're little by little. There's some other things I haven't planted yet, but I do have to kind of pace myself. It does get pretty warm in the afternoons here. But almost everything is established, even the palm trees I was worried about because the new fronds were kind of dry. I think they're finally getting it. Now it's a matter of making sure that everybody gets the right amount of water. It's easy to overwater plants that are built for the desert like palm trees, but the first several weeks, sometimes even a couple of months, they need lots and lots and lots of water. So we've done that pretty well. These little purple grasses. This one is coming back. This is the one I moved from the apartment. It turned out that the whole thing was tilted in the soil, and I stamped it down like here, and it was loose. There was probably air around the root, so it's got a stilted start. But all that purple is new growth, and there's green in there too a little bit. There's a lot more green growing in the other two purple grass plants. They're called fountain grass, I believe. Anyhow, so this is happening, and the cats kind of like to nibble on it too. But when they get going, they're just gorgeous. They're huge and prolific. Hopefully that'll happen. These little grass plants out here are not getting enough water and or nutrients. And who knows what that orange stuff is on the... It's probably some junk from the construction. I don't know. It's orange. Don't know where it came from. The wall, it's not powder from the wall. Who knows? Maybe somebody dumped something over the top. It's entirely possible. It's always something, quite an adventure. But anyhow, the place is starting to feel good. Just having the plants in the around the tree, like something is kind of coming together. And having the other two horseshoe garden beds is really feeling good now. I just need to figure out the irrigation. I'm pretty much like in one of them there's there's two risers, and how do you really disable a riser? I mean, it sounds like something so simple, you just put a cap on it, but I've looked and looked, there are no caps to put on the end of a riser instead of a sprinkler head or irrigation head or whatever they call them. Oh, it'll all happen. It's just a matter of time. But I'm actually thinking of combining flowers and vegetables in these beds here. definitely would like to have some kind of vegetables. You know, like salad greens, lettuce, something like that. We can grow ourselves and eat and know that they're really pure and as clean as possible. What else? Eh, over on this side, not an awful lot different, but these bushes are starting to bloom. And because they were pruned back so severely, we couldn't tell, but it's really a very nice plant when it's allowed to go. These are kind of behind schedule for some reason. Not enough, I don't know, different soil, not enough water, hard to say. It's all an adventure. These two starting to come along. This tree was the one that was hacked to death with a chainsaw. You know how they are, they just do the easiest way. And it's starting to come back because I made all the nice ends sharp, crisp ends rather than slivered and shaved and fractured. So it's going to come back. It's a miniature version of this big tree, which eventually is going to need some pruning. This one does not look at all happy. It feels dry. Just a few little leaves on it. Sometimes it's good to just chop this way back, but this time of year I don't know if that's good or bad, but it just does not look at all happy. This honeysuckle needs some pruning too. You can see a lot of just sticks hanging, but it's happening. There's a lot of maintenance on some of this stuff. These guys are doing okay. Just again, it's a relative of that other one that's not doing well there on the other side. It's that's how it's supposed to look, but who knows? Maybe they are very late in coming. There's some yellow blooms. It does bloom. And here's a companion over here. It's kind of happening. I put cow manure and fertilizer and all kinds of stuff. I hope I did the right thing. One always doesn't know. And these are more kind of like bottle brush things. Fascinating. Kind of like little nodules here on the stems. And this is another bottle brush here, pink. This is a redder bottle brush. These tiny little feathery thingies for blooms. I really don't care much about the blooms. I like the greenery. The greenery looks great. Kind of like a fir or a conifer, or like that. Anyhow, that's the progress report. Bye for now.